one of the days on the weekend is always a chore day for me, all right? And you're probably thinking, what kind of chores do you have to do, you know? Well, actually, artists do have chores. And one of them is like refilling and filling my little palettes, okay? And then I had to go back and fix a few of them because they were cracking and clumping, and you'd turn them upside down, little chunks would fall out. So I had to put some gum arabic in them. Gum arabic is generally what most companies use for the binder for watercolors. Some use honey, believe it or not. I find that interesting. I like the idea, but I can't deal with the stickiness. And they don't completely dry, you know. I'll take my honey in the morning and give honey to my kitty and my doggies and for their health, but I'm not going to, you know, I think it's a great idea, but yeah, no. And then I am right now filling up. And I'm actually using 2 different palettes. I'm trying some new palettes out. I don't have great hopes, but we'll see. And I'm going to be trying some interesting things with them too. So I'm actually using a warm yellow and a warm red in this, and neither, well, that's not true. I do have a lot of cool reddish ones, but I wanted to try this palette to see if it was more suited to my personal, oops, almost dropped that, my personal tendencies in color. I happen to, I don't like lemon yellow, okay? So I rarely use it. Now, I use it to mix with. It's a cool lemon. I mean, yeah, it's a cool lemon, man. It's a cool yellow. Should I do this at the end or as I go? Because this can take a while and they can dry. So, isn't that the cutest little bottle? Look at that teeny weeny little thing. Temu. I love, they got so many miniature things on Temu, and I have this weird little thing about little things. Yeah, don't go down that road. We're not going down that road, people. Not all little things are attractive to me. Well, that's interesting. You know, it concerns me that these are plastic tubes, but I also like it better. The metal tubes have always driven me nuts. When the paints, God, have I used this much of it, or was it, because I don't, yeah, no, this is the rose. I take that back. This is the rose. I was thinking it was the crimson, or yeah, the crimson. It's not. And I use a lot of this because it's, my favorite colors are like turquoise, purples, magentas, and then I like to accent them with oranges and lime greens and, you know, but I use billions of different colors. And when I get this done, I will do a color chart for it too. What the dickens is kind of music playing out there? What have my neighbors got on? Well, I could solve that by putting on my own music. Hang on, let me grab my other phone. Well, you don't need to see that. I quit using the fingerprint on this. Man, is that annoying. And this thing shuts off every 2 seconds. I know there's a place to change it. I just haven't had time to go find it. All right, what am I doing? Turning off on the music so I don't have to listen to whatever crap they're listening to. Get out. Take your ads with you. When I want it, I'll get it. Okay, let's do this. I like Zydeco. That sounds good to me. Oh, great. I forgot I'm not paying for anything, so I have to listen to ads.
Of course they take Discover. It's accepted in 99% of places.
Okay, so I did.
99%?
Well, that is the mauve.
We're stuck in the past, baby.
Oh, come on.
You're the one who owns 13 pairs of parachute pants?
Well,
Okay. And I got it playing pretty loud, too. I think I must blast them out of the neighborhood with Zydeco. Jesus, that's a long ad. I might have to pay for it. Oh, jeez. 30 minutes. Are you done yet?
But she look better with them boots on. You doing good, huh?
Well. Hey, Google, transfer the...
I don't understand.
Play Spotify on the living room speaker instead of the phone. Oh, I guess I can do it on here.
Okay, playing Spotify.
Okay, get in there. This is fun until it's not. It's great when you don't miss. When you miss, it's annoying and messy, and it just irritates the living dickens out of you. Hey, Google. Goddamn time. God, he's so slow. Oh my God. Hey, Google, turn the sound down to 4. Hey, Google, sound down to 4, now. Hey, Google, turn the living room speakers down to 4. What the hell? Hey, Google, stop playing. Unplug your ears and listen. Hey, Google, turn the speakers on the living room, in the living room, down to 4. Now, resume playing Spotify. Oh my God. Google, drop the sound to 4. Jesus, sorry. Honestly, why is it men don't understand unless you're yelling at them? And then they don't listen because you're yelling at them. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, am I? Oh, that's right. I'm not following this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and ultramarine. I love this color. I love granulating paints, and this is the normal paints. This is ultramarine is one of the ones that granulates just so naturally and the most. And I've always loved it. I particularly love granulating paints in my abstracts. They'll take you places you wouldn't ordinarily go. I kind of like that. Let me get it down there here. Get it down there. Okay. He's still not going down there. Sitting right on that little lip and he won't go. I blew him down. There's always a way. Ah, here comes one of my favorite colors. Look at this. Ooh, yum. Ah. This is the cerulean blue. I gotta say, whoops. That these guys, they do have, would you quit flipping out of my hands? My hands are dry. They have, some of their colors are just, this one is just gorgeous. What do you see when we put it down on paper? And see how nice it is. And that's a color you just, good luck trying to mix that. You can get close, but you can't get it. All right. Now, indigo is a color I always have a problem with. I can never figure out where I should put it in my palette. It is blue, but it's not. It's so bloody dark. But you need it for like stormy skies. It's also a or it should be a granulating color. Now this is an Artist Loft color. It's another cheaper brand. I found these not to be too bad. They've got a little, you know, they don't have as much pigment. They got more binder than more expensive paints, yes. You'll see that when you open them up and out comes the binder. When you open up a tube and you see this oily stuff come out that's about this color, that's the binder. That's gum arabic. Okay, in most cases. I mean, well, actually, it could be honey too, but... Alright, so I've got that in there. And this is sap green. I also love phthalo green. It's another one of my favorites, but the fact with these colors here is I can get awfully close to phthalo. And I only have 12 slots here. And so I love this sap green, and I'll tell you, because I like the color it mixes with yellows. It's a yellow green, but because the sap green is a little more earthy, it's a yellow green that isn't garish. And I love yellow green, and I'm always having to, you know, when I mix it with the other greens, wow, this is actually getting hard. I don't know if this is... Listen, as long as you can squeeze it, it's still usable. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Oh, I'm going to be really, really, really mad if I miscounted. Well, if I did, I'm just going to put the orange here. Oh, should have put white. I think I'm going to... I always leave black out of my palette. Well, that's not true. Not always. It depends. Because, but... most of my blacks are, they're not, what's its name? There's Ivory Black, there's Mars Black, and Mars Black is the one, I think, that is more granulating. And I never get the Mars Black. Okay, I always get, well, this one doesn't even say Mars or Ivory or anything, just says black. But I'm not fond of black. Wait a minute, if that's the case, now this is burnt umber. Well, now wait a minute, I'm going to have, if I don't have an orange in here, then I'm going to have the burnt sienna. But the burnt sienna, let me try something. I'm thinking about using this for some different approaches to my particular color palette. I've got to find a brush. I didn't pull any out. No, I don't want you. Here, come here. Oh, it's a big one, but that's okay. What was I going to do? I'm going to mix the yellow ochre. Wait a minute, wait. Okay, wait. What was I going to do? I was going to try and get... No, it wasn't the yellow ochre I wanted, although I will try that. It was the regular yellow I wanted. And I was going to try the burnt sienna, which I haven't put out yet. That's what blew me. That's what confused me. I hadn't put the burnt sienna out because I didn't pull it out because I wasn't going to use it. Because I was going to use it. Listen, you can make a decent, if you've got an orange, you can quickly, and then a brown, and the right brown, you can make something very close in assembly burnt sienna. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to get the burnt sienna out and see if now I'm messing everything up. Get out of here. I didn't put you in yet. Here he is. Okay. And see. Burnt siennas, I think, from one brand to another are so diverse. It kind of drives me crazy. Sometimes I love it, and sometimes it's like, yeah, that's a waste of a tube. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, let's take the ochre and let's see. See, it's too, you're not going to get, that's not the yellow ochre. That was the yellow. That's what I wanted to do anyway. So my eyes were right. It's almost orange. And the more yellow you put in, so let's see what happens here. Oh, can't do that. Here, we use you. Okay, let's use that. And then let's use this next to it. And let's get it a little... Okay. Now, you know what? Since it's out, I'm going to use this red here. Now, I'm going to try something. If I put a little more red in it with the yellow. Oh, no, with the yellow ochre. Let's try the yellow ochre with the red. Okay. That should work. Oh, yeah. That should work, and then I have this yellow, too. Oh, yeah. Now see? This looks like a red. I'm not going to get the red orange, but that yellow's too. Here's the yellow. Let's go in here and let's see. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. All right, because I've got the red, I'm going to get an orange. I'll get an orange, no problem. I don't know what I was thinking, but do I need the burnt sienna? Okay, and I've made burnt sienna too, but I don't have all the browns. I'm thinking, what did I put in here? I put the burnt umber. We'll see. Let's put the burnt umber on here, and let's see if I mix that. Get in here. I don't know if you can see. Oh, sorry, I didn't even turn on my thing, so I don't know if you can see me mixing over here. Here, I'll turn this. There. How's that? I should turn this on so I can see what you see. I wasn't going to go live, but I thought people might be interested in seeing this. Oh. Back is hurting me. Wait a minute. I'm on YouTube here. I got to get out of it. Okay, there you go. Give me a minute here. Oh. Let me clean this. I don't want to start with anything on my brush. I want to see. I don't want to... Okay, open, please, that up. Seriously. Okay. Yeah, you look okay. Now, what was I going to do? I was going to get some of this red. This is interesting. Pop that little sucker down where it belongs. I better get back into that yellow and do it too. Now, what am I trying to do? I completely forgot. All right, well, this is interesting. I'm going to mix some of that yellow ochre. What was I trying to mix? Burnt sienna. Yeah, you know what? I got to say something. My burnt sienna. I like my burnt sienna more than I like theirs. Yeah, I don't know if you can see this. To be honest with you, these are... Oh, God, my hand's shaking. Ah. Sorry. I gotta get some of that water out of those little guys. It doesn't belong there. And the way my hand's shaking, it's gonna go in there and mess me up. Oh, I didn't put my cup on either. That's okay. I wasn't actually going to be doing any painting or anything. All right. Let's see what we got here. Now, this is a little darker, but that doesn't cause me a problem because, oh, I don't have it out yet. Let's see. I've got it in here, though. Great. I'm trying to get the palette to dry, and I'm going to go dig in it. All right, where is it? Okay, here, turn this around. I gotta find that brown. Yeah, there he is. I got him mixed up. I want him. I want a little bit of him. I'm gonna have a problem because these are not prepped. I'm trying to get them to dry, not get them wet. But I want some of that dark. And I'm gonna see. Oh yeah. See? There's, actually, I'm telling you, I like mine a little better. Theirs is a little red. And I like mine a little better. It's a little more towards the yellow. Yeah. Yeah, see, there, kind of in between the two is nice, but I'm trying to figure out whether I need that burnt sienna. I do not. I do not need it. I can come up with a very viable substitute. This isn't really it, but I've got to get my old towels out. I've got them buried somewhere. Yeah, throw your loaded paint thing somewhere. I love yellow ochre. It's a very valuable color to me. And it comes through differently in different brands too. It's just the way people mix. The biggest change for me is, of course, the amount of pigment from the cheap to the expensive paints is the amount of pigment that you get in them. And the more you spend, the more pigment you get. That's a good thing. Okay? Because you can't really get a dark range, the darkest range of a color, if it doesn't have enough pigment in it. And I can see here, these guys are okay. They're definitely, I'd say these have got to be a student grade. And it says essentials on it, so that kind of hints around. I'm not familiar with this. I don't even know if there is maybe that's the brand name. Oh no, it says Royal Lang Nickel. No idea, okay? I'm always willing to try out new paints from different places and just to see what they're like. Nobody starts out as the #1 paint brand. They gotta earn a reputation, and I'm always willing to try paints. It's my Burt Umber back. I definitely want him. So I don't need, and what's interesting? Do you see this rose? Do you see it dark? Do you see that if you took a little brown, how close that is to burnt umber as well? The interesting thing, though, is that's a cool red. It's not a warm red. And I think most burnt siennas are mixed with a warm red. Of course, there's too much water. And I can actually see the level of binder in this from doing this this is, well, that's not true. There is a little water in it, but but they're workable. I mean, they're very usable paints, and if you have had some experience, how to, even with the low amount of saturation, because not all these paints are going to have the same amount of saturation. I can probably go in there and pick one out that's loaded, okay? And if it can darken and balance, then I can, I can get that depth of color if I want it. So, well, that's interesting. I might as well throw him away. I use little scraps of paper like that. I save them. I'm so cheap. But I can't, it's hard, especially if it's good watercolor paper or something, which that, by the way, was not. Oh, my radish microgreen from my lunch. I grow microgreens because I love them. So I have an extra slot that I am not going to use for the orange. So that's, well, I haven't put the sap green in yet, have I? Wait a minute, I did. I think that's the sap green. I have to look back now. Don't mess up my thing with a seed. Okay. I need some clean water here. I think this is the other green. The phthalo. Is this the phthalo? Yeah, this is the... Let me look at this again. No, wait a minute. Wait a minute, this is the indigo. This is the indigo, okay. You see what I mean about the indigo? I've got it in with the blues. I mean, it is blue. But because I use it in such a way, it just makes me, you know. But I'm sticking it there. Anyway, so that's the indigo. So this has got to be the phthalo. So I did not put that. I wondered, I thought, this does not look like sap green. I got news for you. It also doesn't look like phthalo green to me. But I'm comparing it right now because I've just come off years of working on acrylics. That is not phthalo green. That is not phthalo green. It's just what this is. Ugh. Oh, shoot. Well, what is that stupid color? Because I put phthalo green in there, and that is not phthalo green. Look at that. So what the hell is that? Is that the sap green? And that's not the sap green. That is not the sap green. Oh, maybe it is. I've been dealing with so many palettes. Oh, God, if that's the sap green, it ain't. Oh, it is. This is not the sap green I want. That is not this is not even sap green. Ugh. I am not a green lover, okay? But the one color I do like is sap green. That's not sap green. That is permanent green. Ugh. Let me see if I can find the old sap green in here. See, you gotta, you know, I gotta find it. I gotta have it. These are blues. I want that sap green. Here it is. There. Now, let me look at this. Ah! I hate it when these get down to this level. My hands are very not strong. I've got that stuck in there, and I'm stuck with that ugly color. And it's going to waste my extra thing. I had an extra thing. And I could have put another color in there. And you wasted it. And now I'm mad. Because I still need my phthalo. And that reminds me. You aren't phthalo. Ugh. Here's a phthalo. Boy, that's... Darn near down to the end. Do I have to pull another batch out? Oh, God. My problem is I'm never going to use those greens. There's no sense even putting it in here. I won't touch them because I hate them. Look at this. Pale green. Okay, you know what pale green is? Pale green is probably, where'd he go? The phthalo green with more binder in it. How much you want to bet? No. It's not less saturated, that's what it isn't. But it's, I mean, there is no, sorry. Okay, here's, oh God, what do I do with that? I could take it out, but if I put another green in there, it's just going to, I hate that green. Is there anything I can do with it? Anything at all? Oh, look at it. It's nothing I can do with that. Well, there is. It's the only thing it's good for is making my favorite color. There. And this one will make it too. But I'd rather use this one. It's got more punch to it. See, there. I love yellow-green. I like that color a lot. So I'm weird. Okay. I will use a lot of that color, but I'm going to be going through... I go through yellow. I go through any of the cool reds and any of the blues and purples faster than I go through anything else. I don't do landscape, see? Most palettes, most watercolor palettes, sets, are put together, if you look at them, for landscape artists. There's a lot of greens. There's a good selection of browns. You know, there's good, I'm sorry, but good colors for skies, good colors for flowers, all right? And they don't concentrate on, you know, of course, the other colors like the purples and, you know, the really striking colors that I love. Oh, God, this is just not going to work. I need that phthalo green. I needed it because I don't have phthalo. Where'd I put it? Here it is. I got to put this in. I'll put this in next. I stopped in the middle of what I was saying. Oh, this is not going to be easy. This thing is almost empty. Oh, bugger. Oh, wait. Wow, you were really... I gotta get some water in here. Hold on a second. I don't even know there's enough. There is enough in here if I can get it out. See, this is why, honestly, this is kind of why it's not worth buying cheap paints after a certain point. Once you get to a point where you know what you want, and if you don't, you know, go back and buy your, you know, experiment, sure, try new colors and stuff, but if you know you've got a phthalo that you count on, and you've got a yellow, and, you know, I mean, that's the way I am. There's certain colors that I have to have in order to do what I like to do. Okay, this is gonna be hard. Oh, this is really, really gonna be tough getting him out of there. Okay, the strongest fingers in my hands are my thumbs. I don't know if I'm gonna get a hole. Okay. Okay, maybe I can dig the rest of it out of there. Whew. No, I'm not going to spend the time cutting open the tube. You know, I appreciate thriftiness. And if you're paying $25, $30 a tube, you know, anything over maybe 10, 11, 12 bucks, yeah, okay, I can see where you would, you know, cut it open and get a knife and scrape it out, etc. All right, but first of all, not for these guys. All right, paint's not worth it. You have to stop and think. Of course, I'm not working anymore. I don't get paid for my art. But I'm sorry, my time is still valuable to me. And when I did get paid, my time was very valuable. And I was not going to spend it an hour cleaning out a tube to get, I don't know, what did I just get out of here? Okay? And yeah, I got it filled up. That's enough. Now I know I'm going to have to... Well, I've got phthalo green. But, you know, in my good stuff. Okay, I made a total mess over there. But... Wait a minute. Oh, bugger. I didn't have the extra one. I don't get the sap green. You're coming out of there. I'm sorry. You're ugly and you're coming out. I wish I could find my palette knives. I've never used palette knives much. I do have some here. This is actually a nail tool, but it's perfect for this. I hate you. Go away. Yes, that's what I think of you. You're ready for the trash. God, I hate those colors. You know, hey, anybody likes the colors? Hey, you know, send me a postage stamped envelope. I'll mail them to you, baby. I don't want them. I honestly, if you gave me, I'd leave them out. Except for sap green, and I do like phthalo green. Even those I can leave out if I have phthalo blue, okay? And sap green, it's got some qualities to it that I like. It is sort of, this one at least, seemed to be granulating on me a little bit. Very little, but any amount of granulating I'll take. I love it. It was not my fondest thing once upon a time. When I was doing covers, I painted differently. I did, I was very, very tight. I had to be. I was doing, you know, portraits, and, you know, basically they had to look like certain people sometimes. Okay? And a lot of times, even with just the models, they wanted them to look like the models. But, you know, sorry. Get that clean. Now, the next thing to do is to go ahead and take this and see if I can get it in there. Okay. Now the next thing is take a clean end, or a clean, if you're not so cheap. And yes, I am cheap, but there's just, you know, I do have limits. And one of the limits is not getting my hands dirty doing crap like this. I hate that so much. I'm trying to get as much of it out as I can, because I don't want it contaminating my phthalo green. I don't know, there's something about these permanent green lights and permanent greens, and they just, oh God, I hate them. They look so plastic to me. I don't know what it is, but I truly dislike those colors. You know, I mean, there's a lot of colors that I'm not fond of, but they have uses, okay? And for me, this is interesting. This is fuzz. Is it coming off of this? It almost looks like it is. Are these fuzzy? A Q-tip you can't use in these either, because it, oh, damn. Oh, hey, you're having a good time watching this? Oh, I'm so mad now. I just messed up. Oh, I couldn't figure out why it was pulling. Oh, I'm going to have to fill that up. At least it's not one of the empty ones. Oh, that's irritating. Makes me want to start all over. Especially with this cheap stuff. And as little as I put in there. That's one good thing these nails have that they're valuable for. I can use them. They were easier than the toothpick. Just to use my own nails. They're off, and they're ready to be taken off and gotten rid of anyway. I'm weird. I'll just sit here and pick at this because I want it pure white, right? Oh, Jesus. And then I smeared the red. Oh my God. Can you just keep doing this, Terry? This has got to be entertaining for everybody. It's not entertaining for me. I hope you're having fun. Chores. I hate chores. I really do. I just want to paint. I want to wave my hand and all of that crap all done, you know? I wish I was Jeannie, or who's the other one? The witch. Ugh. I want to get the rest of that out of there, and I just really don't want to mess up anymore. I can get that out. The rest of it's just stain that I think I can live with. I will say this about this particular green. It's not quite so green. It does seem to have a little brownish tinge to it, a little ochre or something in it. Yeah, I've got about as much as I'm going to get out of there, except for washing it. All right, now, where'd that, That's the phthalo. So this means I got to put the sap green here. This is not where normally I switch them. But that's okay. I can certainly tell these two apart. Okay, by eye, so it's not so. When some of these darker colors, that color swatch is really critical, because and also lining your colors up in a pattern that you prefer, that you use all the time, because you put in, like in a big, because I'll put, if I have an opportunity, I'll put all the colors on. I would buy every color available to me and buy a palette that would accommodate all of them. I think I saw a palette with 96 in it. I'd do that. I'm one of those people, because not that I'm going to use them every time I make a painting. Most of the time I'm not. Okay? But I just want to know they're there. It makes me it comforts me. I want all the colors. I should actually make that my motto. I want all the colors. Because I do. Now, where is the yellow ochre? Is this it? Yeah. All right. I'm only doing this because I'm using them up, but at this point, I don't think it's going to make any difference. I like this yellow ochre, though. He's got some oomph to him. I don't know what I'm saying. He's a little darker. Now, this is the burnt umber from this set. And the more I get into this set, I thought it was halfway decent. Because then I was using a lot of the same colors, which are these right here, okay? But now, some of the other colors, like the greens and stuff, yeah, this is interesting. This is more of a palette for me than it is for landscape artists, because the colors that I love seem to be more saturated, but we'll see. Okay. Now, the reason I don't use black, you make your own black. Black can be made just simply. You want to make black? Okay. Burnt umber. Burnt sienna is not quite there. Burnt umber, raw umber, Van Dyke brown. Mix those with a dark blue, like Prussian blue, even ultramarine, okay? Blue and brown. Blue and orange can make black. I mean, technically they can. They don't. They usually make brown. Okay. Which is also something to think about. Because these are paints. Light mixing is a different thing. And light blue and orange are opposites, and they will cancel each other out. It's not the way it works in paints, because not all paints are created equal. So, and that's all right. I mean, I've come back on the into the watercolor market, and I've always loved it, but for years I've been painting in acrylics because of what I was doing. It called for acrylic paints. I did art shows, so number one, you had to have something that dried quickly, but I was doing massive sculpted pieces, and it was more of an impasto paint that I needed. Watercolor was not going to work. I mean, these can't be framed. They are the frame, or were the frame. And I was doing that for years, so it's nice to come back to watercolor, but ooh, have they got some new stuff out there. Now, I am going to, okay, wait a minute. Double check, because you have not made a color, but I'm pretty sure this is the indigo. Yeah, that's it. That's the indigo. Let me just double check. Oh yeah, that's the indigo. Okay. I'm going to fill him up. I screwed him up. And I do want to do some skies and stuff. In fact, I was going to, wow, I should have showed you that. That drop that just came out of there was mostly binder. In fact, I want you to look very, very closely. If you can see it, that's my lunch, the seeds. If you look outside, you see the little dark area, that's pigment. But right around it is the binder. And that happens a lot in the tops of tubes. This one I didn't use very much, so it's just sort of new. And binder comes up to the top. But see that? Okay, this always tells me that there's, I'm sorry, but I see that. I figure there's more binder in there than I'm going to be happy with. Okay, even now, it's still coming out that way. You almost want to just, like a bottle of ketchup, pour out the first part. Look at that, that's still, see how clear that is? Now we're finally getting some paint. Oh God, this must have been loaded with it. Shoot. Shoot. That means I'm not going to get the full benefit of that indigo. And that's going to make me mad. And it's also not going to help me make any decisions about, well, I've already made my decisions about these two. Okay. They are for play and fun, and, you know, none of these are being replaced. Okay. See how sticky? Look at that. Look at my hand stick. Okay. That's the gum arabic. Okay. Pigment doesn't do that. And my hand's covered in the gooky stuff. But we're done, and now I'm going to make the dooley bopper. I am going to wash my hands, though. I keep these hand wipes here. I don't want to get up and run wash my hands every 5 minutes. These are great. They wipe my hands off. They keep them clean. And there's an aloe in them that is not oil, that is aloe. So it's not oil. There's not oil in it. And so I don't get oil in my hands. But it keeps them from feeling completely dry. I never did go and see if I could find me on here. Let me see if I can while I'm doing this. Oh, there I am. Okay. It's nice that I come up right away. I hope you were seeing all this. It looks like you were. Sorry, I should have done that before to see who all was visiting. But hello, everybody, if there's anybody here. I have a hard time finding out. I don't know where they put all that stuff. And I can't read down here, so. All right, I need my glasses back on. I need my little paper. This is not a good thing to test it on. It's just a crappy little card paper. You know, oh God, I'm too tired to give it. I can't say that. I wouldn't mind cutting up a paper. You know what I should do? Is cut up a good piece of watercolor paper and do them, but I'm too lazy to do that. And honestly, I could paint this on toilet paper and still tell you whether it was granulating and what it was gonna do. Well, not quite toilet paper, at least not the kind that I have to buy. I have to buy, I have a septic tank, so, oh, look at that, good. Okay, so it fits down there. See, it's already got a little crust formed on it. This will be dry by tomorrow morning, so I can put it in all these little cases that I'm making with all my little, I'll show you one. You've seen some of them before, but I'm making, when I saw these little pallets, I kind of knew exactly what I was going to do with them. I actually have another idea too, but, okay, I have to get 6 across, so this has to be very narrow, and I'm not going to be able to. What I like to do is usually do the color and then some water underneath of it. You have to get out of my way. I need this. Oh, heck with it. I'm just going to use this. I don't have time to mess. So I do, it's only 2, so I can do sort of a little. These are, there. Gives you just an idea of, you know, from full to not full. Well, he's just got all sorts of modes of transportation, doesn't he? This has got some dye in it. I can see it now. I can't wait to get to the... I used the rose on this. It's not quinacridone. I can never say that word. They don't have a name on it. It's not, I don't know what it is, but I got a thing. I don't know what it is. I'm not overly fond of alizarin crimson. And that's the classic cool red and most, or it used to be, okay. I want to go back in and put a little more in there so I get the full blast, so to speak. I could, you know, I love this color. This mauve. This is halfway between purple and this rose, and, you know, or any kind of fuchsia, and I love it. I'm a purple person, yes indeed. Well, this one's going to be nice. It's interesting to me. I don't think I've ever seen, even in a cheap version, I don't think I've ever seen purples. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, well, I'm doing it narrow enough, at least. That didn't do some, that they just, you know, he just bubbled right in there. I like it. I'm going to see what he does as he dries. I don't think I'm going to get any granulating on him, but I see a little, though, a little bit going on there. Interestingly enough, that red is doing something interesting. I didn't think it would. It's an odd kind of backwash. This is backwashing in there. I don't mind backwashes. Well, depending on what I'm doing. You know, for what I'm doing now, because when I came back, I thought I'm going to paint what I want to paint. And I love abstracts, and I like abstracts because I'm so sick of, I spent 50 years painting for other people and painting, you know, paint this, we need that, you know, we need a big boobed woman next to a, you know, 1950s, you know, 1960s rocket, you know, that never looked like it was ever gonna, you know, I mean, this is like the old, what are those things called, those cereal things on Saturdays, the jokes that they used to, that's too much. I don't want all that. Wait a minute, wait, you put that almost in the wrong thing. Whew. That would have messed me up for a while, not permanently, but oh, wait a minute. Wait, 1, 2, 3. That is what I'm in. Oh, shit. I just put it in here. Now I gotta take it out of there. Okay. Got it? Yeah. I'm talking, I'm not paying attention. See, you gotta pay attention when you do chores. Okay. I could have made them a little thinner, but hey. I don't think this is going to do any kind of granulating. Not this one. I'm sorry. I just don't think he's going to do it. I'm not seeing anything. A little on the mauve. We'll see on the purple. It's not dry yet. But if they're going to do anything interesting, really interesting, they'd have done it by now. There's a little going on right there. That's it. I was hoping. I thought I'd seen some before, but I do so many different techniques. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then here comes this color that I just absolutely could eat. I love this color. I'm not one for pastels, but boy, right now, the set of spring pastels that they're calling them macaron colors. You know, the French macarons, the cookies. No, I don't mean macaroons, I mean macaron. They are a, give me a second, meringue cookie. It's like a meringue cookie, and it's a sandwich cookie. And the French will flavor them, and then they're like little dome cookies, little dome meringue cookies that are flavored, and then they put in a filling to complement it or match it, or, you know, with the same color or a different color. They're the most beautiful damn cookies. They're so pretty, and they're all pastels, okay? There's some earth tone ones too. I've seen them, you know. They're just beautiful. And if they're made right, they're good cookies, okay? I will say they're not great cookies, okay? You know, well, now this guy could be the most interesting. Look at him. Ooh, I'm going to get some of that in there with a little more water and let him kind of just go too and see what happens. He's going to backwash in there. That's all right, let him. Then I'm going to suck some of this out. Just a little. Okay, now I'm going to let it go. Oh, I was hoping. I'm not seeing much right now. I love that color. Now, is this yellow? Wait, did I pick up the wrong yellow? No, wait a minute. Did I pick up the wrong yellow? I'm going to kill myself if I did. Well, no. I'm not in love with this yellow. See, I like the warm yellows. I'm going to stick him over in his corner here. Come on. This is called, they call this gamboge. This is not really, this is too yellow for a real gamboge. That's why I didn't pick it out. A gamboge would have been nice. This, I mean, not too yellow, it's too orange. Well, now, wait a minute. Okay, let me get a hunk of that. All right, I can cut it. No, I can't. That's got to fit that thing. So, ooh, okay. No. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. That's the yellow I wanted. I didn't want the pale yellow. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. Oh, doggone it. I just picked it up and didn't pay any damn attention. And I was looking at it going, why does that look so light? And I kept thinking it was this stupid circle light that drives me nuts. I'm not fond of that thing. They're not very expensive. You know, these things only cost like $100, $150. That means that light is kind of a piece of crap. And they are. I mean, the light that this gives off is... This is, you know, whatever. That's okay. Works. I can work in anything if I have to. Now this... You got too much water in you. Oh yeah, this is the one that had all the... This is the indigo that had all the binder. Look at that. Look at that. Now don't tell me. Look at that. Ugh. Not happy, not happy, not happy. So two of my colors here aren't going to be true to what I wanted. This one has way too much binder in it to really work the way I hope it will. And this is the one, this indigo, this will be the one that has the most. Yeah, you can see it, it's already doing it. Except I just messed it up. Most granulating abilities. Let me suck some of that up and see if I can get it to regenerate. But I also have this. Okay? Granulation medium. And after this, if I'm not screaming like a banshee because I've made so many screw-ups, I am going to play a little with some paints and that granulating medium. It's kind of why I chose these, but this is not the brand to be doing it with, unfortunately. I can still smell part of my lunch. You know what I'm smelling? I'm smelling the everything seasoning that I used. I made some cream cheese. I made some cream cheese to put on crackers, okay? And I put some bagel seasoning, everything seasoning in it. And actually, I sprinkled it on top. I didn't put it in the cream cheese. Yeah, I screwed up here too, but that's all right. I know this color. Oh, look at this. I love this because, as you know, this is how you make your pastels, all right? And this is one of the few colors that makes a healthy pastel. Look, boy, those all just bled right into it and just took my pastel away. But see, this makes a good color. A lot of these, I don't know why, they bug me. They don't look like pink. They just look like pale red and pale blues to me. Maybe because I know that's what they are. And so when I want pastels, I mix white in. I'm not against white in watercolors, all right? It's not traditional, but then I don't claim to be traditional at all in my work. I don't paint traditional things, and I don't paint in a traditional way. I do like experimenting, and I'll push the limits. I mean, that's what I like to do. Within the bounds of, good chemistry and good science, so to speak, and yes, they are part of art. That's why once upon a time, you could not mix oil paints and water-based paints because oil and water don't mix. All right? Now, of course, they say they've got water-based oil paints, which is a misnomer and not possible technically. But, I have not tried. Actually, that's not true. I tried water-based oil paints many, many, many years ago. They were crap. I hated them. But that's not to say these are now. As the years advance, knowledge advances, and, listen, I'm impressed. They've got these crayons out there that I'm just in love with. Give me a second. They're called, gel crayons or gelato crayons. Now, I don't know if these are the same as what they're calling tempera crayons. But interestingly enough, I've tried them all, and they all seem to have characteristics in common. And one of those characteristics, the first characteristic, isn't that a beautiful color, by the way? That's the phthalo green. And one of the characteristics is, what was I talking about? Give me a second. Oh, the first thing is they look like children's fat crayons. They're kind of cool. And they sort of look, or you think they're going to be oil pastels, okay? They're not oil pastels. They are water soluble. Whoa, baby. They go on like, oh my God. They go on like the richest English cream. Most people say butter, and they're right, because butter is more solid, all right? And they do. They go on like butter. But they made me think of really good English, what is the town that really great dairy cream comes from? I can't think. It's the one where you really want to get your, give me a, oh. When you go to tea, and they serve you scones, excuse me. At tea, they're scones, not scones. And with, oh God, a jam, and what is the stupid, oh, I can't think. Oh my God, this stuff is just so good and so sinful, and I ate it all the time, and right now I cannot for the life of me think what it's called. It's like what we would use for butter, only it is literally heavy cream that they have, I don't know, slow cooked overnight and then chilled really quick, and it gets a crust on it, and that crust is what they scrape off and serve you. And it is, I know, it doesn't it sound like it wouldn't be good? And oh dear God, I have decided, I just got through saying I want that gamboge, and I was upset about this, putting in the wrong yellow. And then I looked at this and saw that he's got a big hole in him, and he could use some lemon yellow. And cat hair. Wonder where that came from, Bailey. Oh, that's really dry. Boy, this one was dry. I can get him down there into that hole. But I got quite a bit of that in there. That's okay. Nice thing about the little tin that this goes into, that little tin has a little bit of air between the top of this and the lid. So if this is a little high up, I'm going to be okay. And so I'm going to get as much of that out of there as I can. And I'm putting my gamboge in. I thought I had it, and then I looked and this is what I hate that they can't. See how they, okay, is that the same color to you? No. Oh wait, this is the lemon yellow. Okay. But that's not the gamboge, I mixed it. I don't know where it is. But where did I put, oh see, there it is. See, it's still not this color. It is, well it is in the deeper, okay. All right, I'll shut up. But it is, I don't care, it's the color I want. You know? That's what I wanted to use with this. I need to step outside my favorites. I just tend to go to them all the time. And that's okay. I mean, my favorites just give me all the colors. I do rainbow, I mean, every damn piece I do is going to start out as a rainbow piece. I just automatically do it because I want all the colors. I can't. So I have to consciously, because I'm doing what I want, okay? And my body always wants all the colors. My head, my mind, everything. So I just naturally go to it, and it's got to stop. Because, you know, there's some beautiful color palettes out there that are not all the colors. That's enough. Give me a break here. Oh, see, I needed another. Oh, I used a lot of water today. Shoot. All right. Well, I don't know why I'm washing that. This can soak. Well, he can't. Unless he stands up, and he won't. But there. All right. My finger real wet. Really, really, really wet. And tamp it down. This would not be very easy right now. Oh, why? This has been just... Okay, good enough. You know what could else go in there? That's empty. I better fill that up too. I don't have the tin for it yet. I'm putting in a little... I like my sets color matched. So yeah, okay. So this one is going in a black one of these. I don't think it's this one. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's this one. I was going to show you that. Anyway, this is one of my little kits. Now, this is holding its place, all right? Because I don't have the tin. So that will go in here with its little tin. And in here I have some Q-tips, okay, and, ooh, I don't have any toothpicks. I usually have some toothpicks. I need a couple toothpicks. Just, you never know. I mean, you know, I use them. Most of the time I use them when I'm doing what I'm doing right now. Mixing colors, switching colors, testing colors, blah, blah, blah. You know, but it doesn't hurt to have them there. Now, these are little bottles. And this is a drop bottle for water, and it's for one of my special effects, okay? When you have a big wash and it's partially dry, you just drop a little drop of water on it and watch that water push all that paint back and create a big white starry hole in it. And it's cool. It does that. And the other thing that does that is a little drop bottle of alcohol. And the alcohol does it a little differently and a little more and not quite round. It will go off in different directions. And then, if you have a wet and wet, you get it a little dry and you go pour in some salt. Salt gives you, oh, I'm sure you've seen it. It gives you the best effects. And then I have two miniature little spray bottles, one with water and one with alcohol, where I want a fine spray of little teeny dots or something like that. These all create textures and stuff, okay? So there's my paints. These, you're gonna love this. This is a complete set of 12 working real colored pencils. They are actually colored pencils. They work. I'm not kidding you. They're not. I wish they were had a little more pigment in them. These are for dollhouses, okay? They're miniatures, but the fact that they actually work blows my freaking mind, and gives me a chance to have a little bit of colored pencil. If they were I haven't tried that, come to think of it. Do I still have that paper around here? Hope I didn't throw it away. Well, I could test that later. If they were watercolored pencils, I could really, Anyway, here is my little paint book. This is my paper. This is my sketchbook. My watercolor sketchbook, okay? All right? Yes, it's little. Yes, it's little, okay? Here is my brush. This is one of those water brushes. It's like a fountain pen brush, okay? These are pretty decent. The ones that I've gotten so far have held a point. They carry the water well. They let the water flow. They keep the point. They don't leak. I haven't had one of these leak. I have had them back push some color into here, okay? I don't know exactly what I did to cause it, but some of the colors I was using back pumped back in. I had to clean out the whole pen, okay? Because you have to get it out, or that color is going to go into everything. These are little, these are those little things, this is a wash rag. You put water on it and it just comes apart, and they're pretty decent. It's almost like a cloth instead of paper. And this is my water bowl. It's all pushed down now. It expands up, okay? And then this one's one of the small ones, okay? Let's see. I also need a water. Yeah, I need a water. This one needs water. Because the water bowl doesn't have a water, a seal-type lid, I can't, and it wouldn't fit in here anyway, okay? I usually carry I usually have a bottle of water with me, so having water is not going to be real critical, okay? But this is also, you can take to like a friend's house where there'll be water, or, if you're waiting at a doctor's office or you're waiting for a friend at a doctor's office, or, they're getting a treatment or something, take this with you. They got water, get a cup of water, you're fine, okay? And then I have ones that have water containers and water in them. I have big ones about this big, okay? They're literally everything I have here and more, okay? This one's John. I need to put him back where he was. Okay, here he is. My cutest one, it's actually in my purse already. But these are perfect for stuff like that. This will go through 1 or 2 little paintings, Now, what I'm going to do here is just going to get this wet and take the rest of this out. All right. Oh, that's what I should have done with the other one. This is way better. This got most of it out. Great. Ah, great. I should have just shut up and done it. But I just wanted to complain, It was more fun to complain than to just shut up and do it. Who is that? I should go look. I know that voice. I know that voice. Okay. That is pretty good and good enough. And now, let's make Terry happy. Gamboge. And I can fix that too. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. It's going to look crappy as a palette if you look at it, but it is not crappy. Now, I need a little water. Actually, I need drip water. And you know what I'm going to do that? I think I'm going to borrow. Oh, here. I got this. I'll do it this way. Oh, I have to change that. That's not going to be fun. All right. I always keep a little squirter bottle of extra water around. When I worked on big stuff, thank God, I had a sink in my studio. And it made my life so much easier, Because I generally keep, I don't have to with this. See that little guy? This? Can you see him? I don't know if you can see him. You see him? Way over here. There. See this? Okay, let's stop it, thing. Okay, hang on. Watch. Now this is all tinted green, and then the button's green, but it's clean water. Cute little thing. I've been trying these out. This is the third one I bought, and finally got it to work. Because the rest of them leaked. I got up the next morning and that was completely empty and this was useless. Alright. So I'm going to get my finger wet and tamp him down. Oh, he's got to have, give me a second. He has got to have some gum arabic. Ooh, I don't have a lot of room for it, do I? I got to get this water out. Because I need the gum arabic in there. Because these guys really like to crack. It's another thing I've been noticing. So, I don't know it because it's not overnight drying. This will set, that one was the one that cracked. It had set out here for set inside its kit for 2 weeks. I didn't know it had cracked. I opened it up and, yeah, there it is. Alright, now I'm going to mix this up a little bit and get that throughout the paint. Some of it is going next door. It's not going to kill it. There we go. Just trying to get that incorporated into there. I think I got it. You know, nothing like taking cheap paint and putting more binder in it. But according to some, adding a little bit of binder will keep them from splitting and cracking. And one lady, oh God. I mean, I can feel her pain, I swear. One of the ladies on YouTube, I can't remember her name, I'm sorry. Listen, if I can't remember open stock, there it is. Pencils, open stock pencils. You can buy one pencil instead of a set. Open stock. See? I know what I'm talking about. Just gotta find it. If I couldn't remember open stock, which is something I've known for, what, 60 years? Okay, well, let's say 50 years. I'm not going to remember another artist's name that I've only watched a few YouTube videos of, but nice English lady. Anyway, she was out doing, she was out painting. I've always said plein air. It's, I don't know how to pronounce it now. It's not plein air. Plein air? I don't know. I don't know why I always said plein air. Okay? Plein. Plein. Now I can't remember how it's actually said because I said plein air. She was out painting outside in the air. And she picked up her box and it flipped out of her hand and her paints were cracked and dry and they just went all over the beach and she lost all her paint. And so she, in the sand. I mean, you know, how are you going to pick it out? You know, I mean, when this stuff cracks, it cracks into like little, you know, God, because it was a small little thing too, you know. I liked it, you know. I feel like I almost discovered these because yes, these have been around. I mean, little miniature palettes have been around for, I have wanted the Winsor Newton travel palette for, I cannot tell you how many years. But I just don't go out. I mean, all my work is done in a studio. And now I gotta let this dry. I'm done. And I've got the hiccups. I made a complete mess out of my whole area. Oh, wait a minute. This isn't the, wait a minute. Oh, haha. Here's another palette for my purple kit. Okay? Now, do you see the differences? Okay? Look at the, okay, obviously the yellow. Let's start with the first thing. Well, there's a white in this kit. Okay? Then there's that lemon yellow. Look at the red. That's not, that is, which one is that? Is that the scarlet? I think that's the scarlet. No, that's the vermilion. I thought scarlet was wrong. Okay. That's the vermilion, whereas this is the scarlet. Okay? So this is a deeper, cooler red. This is a warmer red. And then that is not, no, that's the rose. And then the mauve and the purple. I mean, there's some things I'm not letting go of, okay? I'm not letting go of any purple. Ultramarine, the cobalt blue, I'm not letting go of those either. And then this, I think, was the phthalo blue. Not the phthalo. Oh, crap, which one? The Prussian blue, excuse me. Wait, Prussian blue. And then, no, that's phthalo green. And then the sap green, and then the yellow orange, and the burnt sienna, and then the sepia. Again, no black. But there's slight changes to these. Oh my God. Was that from the radio or what? That sounded like it was coming out of my map or something. Oh, that was weird. Okay. But there's some differences. Now this one goes in there. Actually, I'm not going to name these palettes because these are experiments and I may not, in fact, I know I'll be changing most of these, and particularly I can't wait to, I've got a palette coming that is going to, I've got some Daniel, what's his faces? Smith, granulating paints coming. And that's new to me. Never heard of Daniel Smith, and he's got a whole, you know, I knew about granulating paints, of course, you know, I mean, but you took what you got. He's creating them. And the colors, it's just like, and I gather that they are, you know, relatively light fast, and, you know, I'm excited. I can't wait to get my hands on those. But I may not be able to for a while. I did order them, but I'm going to be in the hospital, and I don't know what all is going to happen, so anyways, but I have something to look forward to when I am able to paint again. And I'm hoping that's quick. They tell me I don't have to worry about it, but no. Stuff happens. Anyway, so this one, I can't put it up there because that one's still drying and it doesn't belong up there anyway. So I'm just going to have to stick him here. He's got to get out of the way. And then I'm going to clean up the rest of this mess. I don't know when I did that. Okay, so let me put these back and get them out of the way. This is definitely a not buy again. Okay, where's that ugly pale green? I think I got it completely out of sequence. This is it, so, oh, shoot. Where's my cobalt blue? Let go. I know where my browns went, okay. There's the raw umber, there's the burnt umber, burnt sienna, yellow ochre, sap green, where are you? Sap green. Okay, the phthalo green is going to be, where are you? Right there. And the mauve and the thing, here's the orange goes here. I don't have a red in my hand. Yes, I do. Yeah, that was the scarlet. Okay. All right, let go. And this is the rose. After the Crimson Rose Lake. See, Crimson Rose Lake is a color that I sort of like have no use for. Absolutely no use for. It isn't one thing or another to me. Just, I'll show you. I don't even know how this came into existence, but other people might. I mean, that's it. We all have different. Okay, this is my ultramarine after the violet. That's the cobalt. Here's the cerulean. All right, wait a minute now. All right, there's the... All right, here's the ultramarine. Wait. What was in there before the... Oh, violet, ultramarine, cobalt, cerulean, and then... What are you, the Prussian? Yes, then the Prussian. That's all right. You hear me over here calling out colors. I'm putting my thing back together according to my color chart. Where's that phthalo? Green. Okay, those are good. The blues always get me discombobulated a little. I don't know why, but they do. All right, I am missing something here. Oh, I was going to show you that here. Okay, so this is all lined back up the way it should be. Let's take a look at this. This is Crimson Red Lake. Oh, all right. No, I'm not going to get another one dirty. I'm going to use this little area here. Yes, it has its purposes. It's sort of like a darker version of... I used to be big into the cadmiums. Of course, that's a major no-no. They are treacherous little paints, and they are toxic, and... Yeah, I used to oil paint, and, you know, I used turpentine and linseed oil, and, you know, now you just don't use that stuff. You know, they've got all sorts of interesting substitutes, and... But, man, there was no other smell in the world of linseed oil and turpentine mixed together. Okay? Oh, those rags. You know, you walk into your studio and there's that smell. It doesn't smell like that anymore. You know? Of course, it's not, people aren't dying. But hey, I'm 74. I'm still here. You know? Knock on wood, baby. Knock on wood. Alright, you can go in there. Now, let's keep this out here. I'm going to use him. Did I just take all my water? Oh, shoot, I did. See, the thing is they got more area to put water in here, in the bin. But now I'm out of water. Well, I'm not completely. I got drinking water. And hello, water's water. Okay. It is a pretty color. But I'm not a red person. Okay? Now, I will be honest with you. If I was to wear red, a real red, it would be this red. It's a cooler red. I do not look good in warm reds. Now, we're going to give this a little, it doesn't do much. It's, you know, it'll spread into the water. Let me get a little less water over here and a little drier over and give it an opportunity to play. And I'm going to show you, that's this one. I'm going to put that back in. Here's the scarlet. Now, that's what I used in my palette just now, is scarlet. Because I wanted a red. Now this, wait, I want to show you, not the scarlet, I'm going to show you the vermilion first. Now, if this is, if this is a blue red, and to me that looks like a, I don't know, almost a fuchsia blood, okay? Then here's the vermilion. Way more orange. I mean, there's reasons for these colors, obviously, you know. Oh, I'm gonna get it red. There, I need that. Okay, also, another use for this, you know. The reason I like, I know a lot of people say you don't need, you can mix with 6 paints, well, 8. You can mix just about every color there is. Yeah, you can get close. There's certain colors you're not going to touch, okay? You just aren't going to touch them. You can't, okay? But you can pretty much, and you should, when you first start out, you should work with a very limited palette and mix your colors. You need to learn that. This is it. This is the scarlet. Now, this is a red. I think that this, whether it's called scarlet here, I don't care what it's called. This is what I always look for when I want to do red. Red. This is red to me, okay? That is red. This is blue. And if you're not looking at it now and you're not seeing how towards the fuchsia that is, okay? But it's not fuchsia. It's towards it, but it ain't it. And this looks like red-orange to me, okay? This is not red, all right? This is red. When I want red, this is the red I think of, all right? I would wear this red. I have worn this red. And I wear this red all the time. You add a little bit of brown to this, darken it up, and you got kind of a burgundy. And I look very good in burgundy. It depends. There's also burgundies that go a little bit more towards the purple. I look good in all of them. I'm a winter. But I can get away with this. I hate it, though. I won't wear it. I don't like this color. Okay? I like it. Okay, I don't dislike it. I don't dislike any color. I really don't. But I like it against certain colors. I would mix this with purples and lime greens. Okay, actually, I think this is a nice looking color palette right here. I would like a nice deep olive, maybe, or a forest green or something. I could do something interesting with this color palette right here. These 3 different reds and this yellow and this kind of yellow-orange. Oh yeah, I could have fun with that. Okay? You know, you let me play and hello mama. So, this better not be leaking. Because if it's leaking, then I'm not happy. Now, why are you doing that? Oh, I'll have to clean it again. I hate that. But it doesn't matter. Generally I use 3 containers of water. Actually, I don't mind this at all. Let me see here. All right, get out of there. Let me put some, I can't put too much more, but I can put some more water in here. Okay, and get some clean. All right, now, I don't think those 2 palettes have a color I want. Oops. I don't want the phthalo. It's too blue. What I want is that one. Now, what is that? Okay. Yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 4, 11, 12. Okay. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, and then it goes into the blues. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Prussian blue. What did I do here? All right, it's got to be the phthalo green. No. None of these look like that color. I'm going to kill myself if it's this deep green, because I don't mind that at all. Let me see this. Oops. Didn't need to squeeze out that much. This is why I don't like to work with tubes, because that happens. And all I wanted was, I should have taken it directly out of the tube. Okay, instead of messing it. No, this is, okay, so this is kind of what I think I might like. Oh boy, but is it full of binder. I think I might have to I'd have to mix my own on this, because that's not giving me what I want, but it's the color. I don't just like the paint, that's all. I just do not like that paint. Let's try something. Look, a little abstract. Not done yet. That's kind of cute. I like it. See, I told you I like those colors. Let's get it off of here and let's play with it. I mean, hey, you know what? This could be a cute little picture. And I really, really like those colors together. But what I need to do, all right, I don't care if they're mixed up with the caps. Let me put these over here. Hang on. What was I going to do? Something. I'm going to cover up the... Oh, good. I get to paint a little bit. Just a little. And I'm going to do it. Okay. If you're not going to go in there, then don't mess with me. And get out of my way. All right. Hold on. I'm just staying online because I'm online. You can go if you don't want to stay. But hey, we're coming into the fun stuff now. He's cute. I don't know why, but I feel like it's an apple. I mean, it doesn't look like an apple at all, but look at those colors. Or oh no, green peppers. That's the color of green peppers, all those colors. See, everybody has to make something out of nothing. This is nothing. I'm not painting anything. I'm just putting colors in that I think are nice in a balanced way, right? And I'm already trying to make it look like green peppers, and you are all doing the same thing. You may not be making it look like green peppers, but you're looking at it and saying, what does that look like? That is the human brain in action. Okay? Ah, I made a mess. I'm going to toss those and bring the paper back. Okay, get out of there. Get out of there. There we go. All right. There, I can use that some more. Okay, these are... I almost have all the colors I want in there. I gotta tell you, honestly, I almost think it's done. Oh, you know what? I want that color. That is the gamboge. Ooh, I don't want to take it out of that and mess that up. Here. I'm just gonna take it off of this. Oh, Bailey, is that you? Because that's not a pleasant smell. You can stop that any time now. Oh, this is interesting. Let's see what it does here. Let's see if it pushes back on that red. It should. There's enough water. I'm going to have to get some out of there. And I might as well put it in here because I'm going to have to take both these over and wash them. Alright, I'm just going to... You're not going to accommodate me, are you? You're just going to sit there and be a pain in the patoot. So I'm going to do this and not let you get away with it because I don't like what you did. So I'm taking control. Heck with you. Now, see, it's transparent. It doesn't want to cover with the yellow, but I want this yellow dot there. Now, there is a way I could do it maybe. Let's see. When it's wet, it's not the best try, but I'm going to. Okay. Where? Yes, I even have some of these little dot guys. These are handy little buggers. Okay. I wanted it here. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try. I'm not going to get it big enough. It's okay. I'm not going to get the color I wanted. I'm going to have to... And it didn't work. I needed a bigger one, maybe. Ooh, it's neat, though. Little swirl. It's kind of cool. Alright, here. Let me try this again. There. More paint on it. Come on, get off. Bugger. Looks like Dairy Queen. Little twirls. Little ice cream twirls. Little Dairy Queens. Well, that ought to collapse. This doesn't last long in watercolor. This is not dimensional paint. Now this is dry, so this might work a little better. There you go. See? Oops. My fault. Okay. See, just screwing around. Having a good time. Ooh, let's have some fun.
Simple everyday tasks like bathing,
Let's have some fun.
even walking around. I was wrong. Though not everyone at risk will develop it, 99% of people over the age of 50 already have the virus that causes shingles, and it could reactivate at any time.
Let's scare the people to death to sell our drugs.
Don't learn the hard way
Yes,
like I did. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
you might die. Now give us $5,000 for one bill. Thank you very much, Big Pharma. I'm so happy and safe now. That's ugly. I messed it up. But, oh, my back hurts. Not you. You. A little damp. Just a little. Water. Squeeze it off. Can't make it work. Actually, I could. But we're going to try something. Now, ooh, I like it. I'm going to do it again, but I want a clean thing. I want to pick up a little bit more. Oh, now that's interesting. Now it's starting to look like vegetables. I don't know how I can, not with this color, but I'm going to move this somewhere. I need a little water. I'll make it a little lighter here and all. Not over here. That was good there, but I don't think it's going to pop, and I can't do that with it. All right, here. I think I messed it up. That was bad. Because it was real simple. Yeah, I like that. All right, how about sometimes you fix things, sometimes you don't. No, I messed it up again. Okay, too bad. I ruined my little painting. I'm going to try something else. One last little desperate, because I got two... Oh. I don't mind that. Okay. See, sometimes... What is that? That red? Yeah. I think I've got enough red in there. But you know what I want to do? I don't have enough water here. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I want to try. And I mean, after all, it's just a 4x4-inch piece of paper. I'm going to use this white. Okay. I really liked what this happened here, but the thing I don't like is most of these, like I said earlier, I don't like most of these colors. Just thinned out. I like white mixed with them to create a pastel. And that's what I want to do here. I want to get a little... No, I don't like that. Don't like it. Goodbye. Go away. That created a nice pattern. I'm going to see if I can do the same thing here. Now this is making a pretty color inside here. I like it. Okay. I should have left it alone. It was fine, just, you know, that's okay. I'm getting to, you know, I'm overworking it. And I ruined it, but that's okay. I'm going to try one more thing, and then maybe I can fix all the screw-ups with a little black pen work. Yeah. I want to get this fairly dry here. Well, not quite that dry because I need some paint. There we go. Okay, now Now I have to get a little bit of water in here, and I have to get. Come on. I gotta get this pigment out of here. And it has dried its little butt so hard. The problem is I want that pigment, but I want it darker. There we go. Wasn't that quick and interesting? I needed more brown, and what did I do? Now that's a little too red. So we get a little of this green here. Still too red. There we go. Let me put that in there. Here we go. Now I got some color. I think I'll come back to that when it's a little drier. Then I want to come on. Get your little point back there. You're messing things up for me. Jeez, you little bugger, quit it. This is it's got a flat base, and I'm trying to make it do round work because I'm too lazy to go over and pick up another brush. It's okay. Why don't I just make it, use it? Still worrying about it. It's not what it was before, but it's interesting. Get a little dark in here. I think I'm going to have to quit. I'm getting tired. I don't even know what time it is. I haven't even said hello to anybody. I never keep track of colors. I can't read that. I'm trying to read what you said there. Ray. Oh, hey, Ray. Hey. I just make it look the way I think it should look. Yeah, me too. But I do keep track of colors, though. Because that's me. That's my, I don't know if it's my COPD or my ADAH or... Okay, I'm too old to even know what those things, what I have. All right? I mean, it's something. I got something, I'm sure. I'm sorry, I haven't even been paying attention, guys. I've been just focusing on my stupidity here. This is me wiping my brush off from filling my palettes. Oh, thanks, Ray. I hope it does with you, too. Well, this is not, it was cute. I messed it up, but that's okay. I mean, hey, I could still work on it. And honestly, I could bring it out to be something. I still like the color palette, but I don't know if it's worth bothering with. This is just a scrap piece of paper. Oh, whoops, which I now just put a crease in, so I guess that's the end of its life. All right, it's okay. I just saw something cute there, but it was a nice color combination. All right, guys, I am done for the day. I was just doing some palettes and doing some chores and thought I'd, poke it up on a live for the heck of it. I'm sorry I missed you there, Ray, when you came in. I think I missed you, and I'm sorry. And I'm sorry I missed everybody else, too, but thanks for stopping by, and you all have a good time, and hopefully I'll see you in the next couple of days. Things have been real busy with me. I've been in and out of doctors and stuff like that, and I usually come home just beat to hell. I have to go in to see the doctor, so I usually just crash. And I mean crash. I mean, clothes are left on the floor. You know, I mean, nothing gets done. I'm just so beat and sore and tired. Anyway, you guys have a good one, and I'll be in and out and back later, all right? Okay, we're going to say bye, and I don't know how to turn it off without getting up here, but I think there's an off button. I think that might be it.